Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Joelicious Kitchen is here. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
Today, in the studio, in the kitchen, Joelicious Kitchen, we got Joe and Joe. And we got the sweet honey drunken piglet. In one of the last episodes, you guys saw...
Joe's invention.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he came up with this recipe.
In one of the last videos, you guys saw the drunken chicken. If you haven't, you'll see it. We're going to upload it on YouTube. We're moving completely on YouTube as much as it doesn't like us. We're going to get it. We're going to put it there and it's going to be up there. For right now, by the way, folks, don't forget to like us. Don't forget to
share us.
Go share us, give us thumbs up, and go on YouTube. Google Joelicious Kitchen. Joelicious Kitchen. Find us, follow us, and give us thumbs up and share. So, very important because we need to get as many people as possible following us to get up there.
Yes, exactly.
Up there. So today, in Joelicious Kitchen, let me just double check. Everything is according to the plan. Alright. Make sure we're live and everything's going great. Yes, good. Excellent. Good. So, today, Sweet Honey Drunken... Absolutely. We're finishing up the beer that Joe brought for the beer pier yesterday for Joe and Joe show.
Yes.
So this is good craft beer, close to craft beer from Vermont.
Beer bottles up.
Beer bottles up. We also have to come up with we have come up with Joe's rating. So basically, we want to rate it from 1 to 10. I would rate it 7.
Yeah,
7.
me too.
So Joe, it doesn't mean anything.
Very good score.
That rating is nothing but Joe's opinion.
Yes, our opinion. I mean, yes, I will give it a 7 also.
Cheers again.
Cheers.
Okay, folks. So, for the recipe, for the sweet honey drunken piglet, I shouldn't say chicken because we've done chicken in the past. We will need thinly or moderately medium sliced pork chops. Okay? I have a good friend of mine who happens to work with me cut this fresh for us. Carlos, thank you very much. Great job. Looks fresh.
Yes, it looks beautiful.
Yes. So pork. We have 5 pork chops. You can go more, you can go less. Why 5, not 3? Because we like it that way.
That's right.
You know, we wanted 2 extra piglets for us.
That's right.
So
we're hungry.
That's right. Well, as you remember, Joelicious Kitchen is all about beer in the ingredients.
That's right.
So we will definitely need to use up some of the double bag by Long Trail. Vermont Brewing.
Yes, Vermont Brewing, yes.
We will need olive oil. Also, Joe is doing for the side, Joe is doing rice.
Yes.
And he's cooking asparagus in the oven. So for that, for asparagus and for rice, we'll need some salt and pepper and water. That's behind us. We will also need olive oil to drizzle the asparagus. So I'll let you start on that.
Thank you.
In the meantime, while Joe is taking care of asparagus, he's going to cut them and he's going to just throw it on the parchment paper lined baking tray. In the meantime, we're not going to start the oven now because we're going to use a broiler. We could use the grill for the outdoors, but because it's downpouring right now, we're just going to use the broil for our recipe. That's a nice knife you got there, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, Joe. This is one of those knives we have in our Joelicious Kitchen logo. So, we will also need a 1/4 cup honey. Yes, honey, we will need some honey.
Yes. Very good ingredient.
2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Good stuff. It smells good. Smells like vinegar, but it's rice vinegar. It's very good.
It has a very nice
We will need salt
smell to it.
and pepper. We're dividing that between this recipe and that recipe. To taste, you can go crazy, you can go light, depending on your diet. We will need 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 2 tablespoons divided of unsalted butter. Well, if you guys only have salted butter, God
It's
bless
fine.
you. Yeah,
Salt's
use
good.
salted. Salt is underrated, I guess. But
I love it.
so use the board. Yeah,
I'm using the board.
oh, okay. My bad.
I'm using the board.
Okay, so we will need 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We'll use 1 spoon for rice and 1 tablespoon for our recipe for the sweet honey drunken piglet. And we will also need 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. Well, I'm a little bit on the not lazy side, but I'm on the prepared side.
I think yes. I think
What I do,
would call it preparation.
you guys find those frozen cubes of garlic in your frozen section at some stores or local grocery
I
stores.
think I'm gonna start doing it myself.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
I mean, I don't like peeling garlic and.
Well, that's what you do. You just get a
Especially you
whole
come
bunch
home
of.
late at night
I got
from
some.
work.
I got some organic garlic, separated, peeled it all, threw it in the kitchen processor, and just
So ice
food
cube tray.
processor and filled ice cube trays, froze it, and then threw it in the glass jar. So now it's all ready. So we have 6 cloves. So 1 cube is the size of 1 clove. So 6 cloves of garlic. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna prep the pork, the piglet. We're gonna put some salt. Leave some salt for Joe's recipe too, for rice and for asparagus. And we're gonna do some pepper. Same thing, we're gonna leave some pepper for asparagus. Okay? We're gonna stir it real good. Make sure all that salt goes in it. And then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Garlic powder,
Garlic powder.
as they would say around here. You can can't mess it up.
You
So, okay.
love olive oil.
Absolutely. Extra virgin olive oil. Brought from Italia. Mamma mia! Extra virgin olive oil at Joelicious Kitchen. So, we got the pork all spiced up, salt and pepper, and the garlic powder. Ready to go onto the stove, into a roasting pan or frying pan or whatever you want to call it. I'm sticking with more pepper. You can, yeah, pepper is not gonna mess it up. Nothing's gonna mess it up.
The rest?
Yeah. Oh well, no.
That's too much.
That's a little too much. Yeah, you know. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands while Joe is finishing up with. We're not gonna put the asparagus in the oven yet because we will need to use the. We'll need to use the oven for the broiler part. But for right now, that's done and over with. We're gonna proceed with rice. And once your rice is ready to go on the stove, we'll move over to the stove. Okay? Cheers, my friend, once again.
Cheers, once again.
To good beers.
Good beer.
Joelicious Kitchen is all about good food and good beers.
Yes. And good times.
Good times, absolutely. So we're gonna throw the rice in there first. Yeah. Throw the rice in there. This is 1 cup of rice. 1 full cup of rice. We're doing a double portion because we love rice. We like stuff on the side. We're gonna put it on the stove, and Joe is gonna fill 2 cups of water. Let's do it right here, Joe, so that people can see it. And then we'll reel it in. There's 1 cup. And another cup. Yeah, Joe. 2 cups of water on 1 cup of rice. We're gonna throw the salt in there now.
Yes.
I would go generously on the salt. What do you think?
Yeah,
Rice
sure.
absorbs salt.
And then we need some butter.
and we need half of this, basically 1 tablespoon of butter. Throw it in there. That's it. And now, as I'm putting this on the stove, we're going to relocate to the stove. I'm taking a fork. I'm starting the stove. I got this on high heat, super high heat, if you will. I'm using a really nice, shiny frying pan. You can use anything you got as long as it fits the pork. If you're using for smaller portion, then you can use a smaller pan. We're taking some olive oil. Pouring it on the pan. I always go over what the recipe calls. There is no limit for me on the oil. I mean, we're gonna start the stove for the rice and let it boil. We'll just stir it and then until it's cooked. So we're gonna make sure this is really, really hot. Okay?
Yep.
We're gonna take the pork chop. Wait till it's hot. I'm gonna test it with my finger. No, I'm not. And while we're doing that, we're still live. We're doing good. Thank you Facebook. After we finished with being live on Facebook, we're just gonna go upload it on YouTube. I guess that's the best way to do it with Joelicious Kitchen for right now. So while it gets hot, it is hot now. Just stir it a little bit. Spread the oil just like that. And now, the most exciting part, the sizzling part. We go pork. Piglet goes right on it. Right on it. Just like that. Right on it. We will need the cover from Splash's. Splash cover. So right there. Cover it up. That's it. So we're doing about 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes on each side. I would lower the heat a little bit from medium to high. Let me rinse my hands a little bit. You don't mess around with pork. I already smell it. And I'm already hungry. Yeah. I hope you guys are too. Just a reminder, you're watching Joelicious Kitchen. This is Joe and Joe. And you're about to witness how we cook the Drunken, sweet honey drunken piglet.
Yes.
That's right, folks. Another drunken recipe. There'll be plenty of those because we're using beer. This is the main reason, the main attribute of Joelicious Kitchen. Every recipe, whether it's cookies, cake, anything we cook in the kitchen has to have beer as an ingredient. Okay? So.
And I like the other ingredients too. Honey, the vinegar.
Yeah, oh yeah. Honey will make it really nice and sweet. It will give it nice taste, nice flavor. You guys are gonna love it. You're gonna love what you see.
Yes.
And you will want to cook it yourself too.
Yep.
So, all right, it's sizzling. I can hear it. I can smell it already. Yeah, Joe. The rice is slowly boiling. It's not ready yet. I mean, it's getting there.
Yep.
Let me get rid of these dirty dishes. Oops, sorry about that. So, okay, we got a couple more minutes for this side. I'm going to use the turner. To turn them, flip them. And
Is this
after
burner
that,
the same as this one? These burners the same?
that one is a little higher. So I mean, you can use. I wouldn't use that one because then your
Okay.
fan handle is going to get hot and it's going to be in the way. So yeah, it's fine. We have time. We have plenty of time. We have plenty of time, but we're obviously getting hungry.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Now, how long should the asparagus cook?
Asparagus doesn't take long. We will know when it's ready. It's gonna be nice and crispy in I'd say 10-15 minutes if that.
Okay.
Yeah. You can eat it raw, you know.
I know.
But
I like
okay.
it cooked.
Yeah, Joe. This is how Joe does it. So okay. 1 more minute. I want to go so that it's nice and golden brown on each side. That's why I go 5 minutes, not 4. Okay? Yeah, Joe.
Smells really good.
Yeah, Joe. Stir it just a little bit so that oil goes around it.
Yeah, this is pretty simple to make. I mean,
Right.
and it won't take that long.
Right.
You know,
It
we're
took
pretty
us-
much doing
It took us
everything-
longer to prep it all.
Yeah, but the prep, I mean, it's just hard.
You guys can do it easily.
Yeah.
So don't let the recipe scare you.
Yeah.
Joelicious Kitchen is easy. We find the easy recipes and they're delicious. Okay? So, alright, I would say another minute. Let me see, let me test it on one side. I'd say more, a little more. We want to make sure they're nice and
Yep.
brown.
brown.
In fact, maybe increase the heat a little bit more. Just fry it real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe. Oh, it sounds so amazing and delicious already. The sound of it, sizzling.
Only problem is I think the rice is going to take a while.
No, it's fine. It's like I said, by the time yeah, it's fine. We got time. Oh, it takes about 10 minutes. We're gonna be cooking these 4 to 5 minutes on each side. So
Okay, and then they go in the broiler.
yeah. So yeah, Joelicious Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe.
So the next step.
Next step, we're flipping them.
Yeah.
We're flipping them. I'm using the guard because I might
That looks very good.
need a little bit more oil because
I'll get it.
this piglet is a little bit on the dry side, I guess. Oh, wait, not yet. It's gonna start.
Fire.
It's just gonna start splashing all over the place, and it's gonna.
There you go. And watch out.
All right.
That'll do.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. Good. Good job. Excellent. So we're using that. Cover it up.
The rice is boiling.
It's boiling. Good.
Yep.
We can lower it now and simmer it. I would stir it real good now. The pot holder for you? You want that one or you want the mixer?
Either one. This one.
Alright. I'm gonna raise the heat to the maximum because I want them brown, golden brown. So all that oil that Joe just poured is gonna make it even juicier and crispier and crunchier and more
Seared.
yes. Seared is the word, thank you.
Seared.
Seared is the word. Beautiful. You know, probably, no, I'm not going to need the hand for it today. Okay. We got a few more minutes, couple more minutes. While we're cooking, we're enjoying our beers. I could use mine right now,
There you
Joe.
go, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. It is good beer. Like I said in our previous show yesterday, I'm almost out of all my good brews. I have a couple fermenting in the works right now, so basically it's gonna, by the time, in the meantime, we're gonna be using some craft beers locally brewed.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some beer here.
I want to try Cape Cod beer.
We'll do Cape. Well, maybe one of our guests should probably surprise us and bring us some Cape Cod beer. Folks, think about it. Next person to show up on the beer pier. Wink, wink.
We do.
All right.
We want people to step forward, you know.
That's right. We want them to sing too.
Yes.
By the way, Joe, you did an outstanding job yesterday singing.
No,
even though the music was not there, but
I would like to have the music there. I mean,
we'll take care of it. We'll work something out with YouTube. Right now, we just have to.
I mean, when you're in the studio, you're hearing the music, so it's okay while you're in there. But then when you get out and you see yourself singing to no music,
that's okay. That's okay. It shows how good you are at singing. Or bad.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we got the. Let's take a look. Take a look at our piglets. The piglet's doing good.
Looks really good.
Nice and brown. This one looks very good. All right. Good. They are done. They are done. So we're just gonna lower the heat now to almost low to medium. I want to probably. We want to leave it right here because it's bending because of that.
Yep.
So now at this point, be careful, don't burn yourself.
I won't.
At this point, we're starting the broiler. Like I said, we could use the grill outside, but we're not because it's raining out. So we're just using the broiler. Broiler on high. We're gonna start. It's gonna heat up real quick. In the meantime, we're just gonna take the piglet. My bad.
Yeah.
I said it. I knew I was going to say it at some point.
You could probably use chicken to do this.
I'm sure you could, but we use piglet today.
That's right.
Because that's our recipe. Sweet honey drunken piglets. Sweet honey drunken piglets. Now, this, folks, right here, is the best part of the recipe. Not just that. This. Okay? So what we're gonna do, we're putting it back on the stove. We're gonna lower the heat. And now we're adding the honey,
Vinegar.
the vinegar, and all the rest of the honey that's stayed there. We're gonna wash with beer. I'll let you open that, Joe. You got the opener?
Thank you.
So this is what we're doing, folks. I'm gonna put it on low. Pour that. We're gonna act fast.
How much?
Half the cup. So we're doing half the cup. You can go quarter cup, but I go generously.
That's good.
Half the cup of beer. You can refill the glasses with the rest. And then we're just pouring the beer right here. That's it. Look at that, folks. Look at that. And now the honey's there too with the beer. I already can smell it. What else do we have on the ingredients list there?
Garlic, butter, salt, and pepper.
Garlic, butter, salt, and pepper. Yes. We're gonna do garlic. Wait. Not yet. Not quite yet. What we do now is we want to scrape off all the good stuff that's on the bottom of the pan. All that brown, dark stuff. That's going to give it a nice color and flavor. Make it caramelized. What's the word? I'm having another.
Caramelized.
Caramelized is the word. Caramelized, yes. So look at that. Look at that, folks.
Look at that.
And I'm basically going to clean this pan by scraping off all the good stuff off the bottom. It's nice and golden color, amber color, just the color of this beer. As a matter of fact, this beer is a good pick because it's an IPA, but it's amber IPA. So this goes very well for this recipe. but you guys can use any beer you like. You can use lager as long, you can use stout for crying out loud, but it's gonna be slightly different. So you can experiment. Worst case scenario, what Joe and Joe would do, throw it in the garbage, get the frozen pizza out of the freezer.
I'll eat it.
There you go.
I'll eat it. I mean, I'm gonna eat, you know, if I cook something, I'm gonna eat it.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
How is our rice doing there?
Doing very good.
We need to probably lower the heat a little bit.
Alright.
Be careful not to burn yourself. Stir it good.
There we go.
Alright, so this is, alright, we can increase the heat a little bit now that, so now folks, we're just gonna throw the garlic in there. The cloves of garlic, 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. If you like garlic, you can put more, but I put
5 to 6 is fine.
5 to 6 is fine. And we're just gonna mix it in. That's gonna give it a good garlicky flavor.
You smell it.
So now this is the sauce we're cooking, folks. Nice, very nice. Sweet honey. Look at that. This sauce is gonna do all the job. We're gonna let it thicken a little bit. Reduce and thicken, because I used a slightly more beer than the recipe really called for. The recipe is right here. It's a family recipe, the Joe and Joe family. And we're just gonna wait for it to reduce a little bit, thicken.
Yep.
In case you guys cannot have beer for whatever reason, you can use chicken stock or water. But that's not Joelicious, that's just regular recipe. But we use beer, because the beer is here, and it's Joelicious Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.
And beer is the main ingredient.
That is correct. I missed the part here. So, we're just going to scrape it off and give more of the color and flavor. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing sauce. Look at that, folks. Look at that.
Yes.
Nice, isn't it?
Yep.
I already smell garlic.
I can, yeah.
Mmm, delicious. So now, we're going to probably throw the butter in now. 1 tablespoon. Unsalted we use, but you can use salted. Just go easier on the salt for the recipe for that purpose. This butter is going to make the sauce a little on the thicker side when it chills at the end. Okay. I'm going to wait for it to reduce. In the meantime, the rice is cooking. We got the broiler on high. I don't know, maybe we should throw the asparagus in there for right now. We're kind of debating whether we throw the asparagus first and then use the broiler, or we still have a few minutes to, I don't know. What's your call? What do you think? Or wait till we're done with the piglet.
The piglet. I mean, there's no reason. You have 2 racks in there, right?
Yes, but now it's on broiler. We got to remember that. So,
it's your call then.
all right. Well, let's stick with the plan.
Yeah, we'll stick with the plan.
Let's wait for this.
Pork, and then
let's wait for rice, and then we'll just.
And then we can throw the asparagus in after.
What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna lower one of the racks down a little bit so that it has a little more room. So in the meantime, this piglet is resting here, absorbing all the fresh air, getting juicy, and all the yes. By the way, folks, you want to use the pan that you can use in the oven. So you don't want to use anything with plastic handle on it, or wood, something that's oven proof.
Yes.
So this is a perfect idea for that. If you can't use that, then after making the sauce, find the pan that you can use for the oven and use that. Transfer it over. Well, this is convenient for us. So we're doing,
Yes.
right now the sauce is getting thicker. Good news for us. And all this beer, all this fresh air that comes out of the beer is going over the sauce and the piglet. It's getting juicy and fresh and delicious.
It smells great. I can't believe how I cooked up all that.
Yes. So okay, that's almost there. It's almost there.
Beautiful.
Once you know when it's time, when you start stirring it and it's creamier. I should say it's thicker and creamier. I would say another couple more minutes. All right. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Yeah, Joe. Look at that. Look at the color. Look at the color, huh? Marvelous.
Yeah. Magnifico.
Yep. Something like that. All right, we're there. We're almost there. Like right, literally less than a minute. I can see it going from liquid, more to sauce.
Отлично, right?
Отлично.
Отлично.
Joe is practicing his Russian because
What I call
less than 3 months, folks, we're heading to Minsk, Belarus. And that is going to be a lot of fun. And yes, we're going to Oktoberfest in between. So, very looking forward to that.
Yes,
We've done it before, as we mentioned. We did it last year.
Very
And
familiar with the place.
we had a lot of fun. We're doing it again.
about home away from home.
And I grew up in that area, so folks,
I tell you, I felt so comfortable there. Such a beautiful city.
then Minsk is a beautiful
Minsk
city.
is a beautiful city.
Yes. So folks, now you don't even need a visa for
No.
most countries. So just go there and have the best time of your life.
Yeah, yeah. And
Prices are reasonable. Everything's reasonable.
The food, pretty
Food
much
is
every
good.
restaurant you go
Just like
to
this.
is all Belarusian cuisine.
Yep.
And as far
Oh,
as
you can have American cuisine.
You can, you
we,
can.
we were craving for some burgers and stuff, so we found places there.
Yeah,
It was
but
Burger King, of course, but you know, you want to go somewhere
Yeah.
authentic. While you're there.
exactly, while you're there, you want to eat the local food. And I found it all to be delicious.
Yes, Drunken.
Johnny,
Johnny.
very good.
All right.
The duck was the best.
Of course. Of course. All right, now I
Yeah,
think
that looks good.
because we did heavy on the beer, but we did it for a reason. We wanted that garlic and to absorb more beer. So now, that's why we had to wait for a little longer. Normally, if you pour a quarter cup, as the recipe would call for, you wouldn't have to wait for longer. But I did it for a reason. So now we're right there.
You want it to evaporate off.
Yes. So now look at this. Look at this sauce,
Oh,
folks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at
it's nice and thick.
that. Nice. Well, it's not thick, but it's just
But
nice,
yes.
perfectly thick for the piglets. And the aroma is amazing,
Yes.
folks. Amazing. Okay, I mean it. Delicious. So, okay, now is the time for the pork, for the piglets, to dive right in. What we do, one by one, throw it back in the pan. All the juice that's on the plate, we want to throw back in there too. Because all that stuff is good. Nice and flavorful. And now we just want to coat the piglets. We're going to coat the piglets in the sauce. Just put sauce all over that.
Yeah, flip them over.
Flip them over with the flipper, with the turner. In the meantime, the rice is almost done. I can see the water is almost gone, so you might want to check on that. And then you want a spoon right here.
I have one.
You have one? Okay, good.
Yeah, it's done.
Try one.
Wow, this
one. Okay, they're real good. And leave it covered so that it's continue so that
shut it down. Right? I didn't see it.
I'm gonna shut it down right now.
Yeah,
done. So now.
Oh, it came out great.
So in the meantime, we're gonna just drizzle the piglets with a little more sauce. Just kind of go generous.
Yes. You want them covered.
Not covered, but drizzle just a little bit here and there. Oh, that smell. Oh my goodness. This smell is amazing, folks. Okay? Okay, I'm drooling all over this now. Alright, so now we're gonna throw this in the oven with the broiler on. Oh, we want to shut this off.
Get out of your way.
I think we could throw the asparagus in there now
I
because
think we can also.
right after that we're turning the oven back on, and there you go. I'll do that. Asparagus going right on the other rack.
Yes, I think that's
And we're probably gonna do about 5 minutes. We're gonna check on the piglets, see how they're doing. And once we see they're ready, you will know when they're ready. You will not want to burn them. You will not want to overcook them. And I would say about 5 minutes with the broiler, because that's basically cooked meat already. We're looking at all we need to do is to give it that broiler, to give it a crunch, to give it that
crispness on the outside.
Yes. While it's doing it, we're raising our glasses for Joe and Joe 2020.
Joe and Joe 2020.
2020. Yeah, Joe. By the way, this is not the kind of yo-yo kind of sign.
Nope.
This is the lobster. The lobster sign. Because we are from Cape Cod. There's a lot of lobster around here.
And we love
We call it lobster.
lobster. And we
So
love
this is lobster.
And we gotta
Lobster
find
claws.
some kind of recipe that calls for beer with the lobster.
Oh, guys.
We'll find
This
something.
guy right here, Joe, will find some good recipe with lobster and beer. We will do that in one of our next episodes. So folks, stay tuned. There'll be more.
Now we need to put the rice in the cups.
In the meantime, while the asparagus and the pork piglet is cooking, you might want to get the plates out of there, Joe. The big and triangle ones. Yeah, there you go. Oh, we need two. Let's use two. And we're gonna decorate the plates. We're gonna move back to the main table. We're gonna use a couple of these guys for the rest. Actually, one of these is fine. You know, everything has to be presentable. Joelicious. So let's use one of these. We're gonna pack out the rice into one of these at a time, and then flip it upside down on the plate. Yeah, Joe.
I like this music that you guys made.
By the way, the music
Original.
credit goes to Brandon Mayo.
Brandon Mayo.
Check
Thank
out
you, Brandon.
if you guys go on YouTube, check out Brand Mayo Adventure. Brand Mayo, M-A-Y-O Adventure. This guy is amazing. He's a great photographer. He's a traveler.
Yes.
He's a professional tech guy. He
Yes.
does a lot of things for us. As a matter of fact, this music, the ukulele, he plays excellent ukulele music.
Yeah.
And he, on the side, like that. There you go. That's it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Perfecto!
Voila.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia.
Jan Matzer, my friend. This friend of mine just moved back to Belarus from Italy. We used to do a lot of projects back in Belarus, so now we talk once in a while, and he tells me what kind of pizza to choose. And all that pizza that we make here is nothing compared to the Napoli pizza.
Really?
So anyway, we got the rice. Folks, we got the rice. This is that. Alright, this is the main part. Now, next, let's see how the piglets are doing. This is one of my rubs. I think the piglets are done.
I do too.
We're gonna clear off. We're gonna put them on bake. We're gonna put it on 375 degrees or so.
There you go.
For asparagus. Look at these guys. Look at this, folks. These piglets are looking so good. And they're sizzling. And they smell so good.
Yes.
We put that on the
There you go.
table. We're going to use the same turner. Alright, which one do you prefer?
I'll take that one.
You want that one?
Yeah.
How about the big one?
You can have the big one.
Alright, you want me to have the big one? I'll have the big one.
Big one.
All right,
That
look at
looks very nice. I like this one. Oh.
Want to drizzle some sauce?
Yeah, please. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Over the rice.
Yes, Joe. All this.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This one's slightly overdone, but no big deal.
Oh, I'll eat it.
Absolutely. Gonna make it look presentable.
That's right.
I just drizzle all over the place. Yeah, that's it. This is my Joelicious fine art. Alright, we're gonna put it back on the stove, get it out of the way. Now,
Okay, now the asparagus.
asparagus.
Think it's ready?
We're gonna finish the beers,
Okay.
and we're gonna just wait for the asparagus. Now, look at that, guys. This is picture perfect, isn't it?
Beautiful.
That asparagus is gonna just do that cherry on the top.
Yes.
Okay.
The icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake. That's it. That looks amazingly beautiful.
Yes.
To good food, good beers, and good friends.
Yes.
Folks, don't forget, please, go on YouTube, find us. Joelicious Kitchen. Joelicious Kitchen. Joelicious. Just like delicious, but instead of D,
Joe.
at Joe. Joelicious Kitchen. Look us up and follow us. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. And the best, that you'll do us a great favor, because we want to go up there. We want to
Well,
be.
we want many subscribers.
We want people to
They make
know
it difficult
about Joe
for
and
people
Joe.
who don't have any subscribers. So
Yes.
the more subscribers we have, the greater our odds are.
Yes, we want to travel the world, Joe and Joe. We want to do all kinds of shows. Joelicious Kitchen is not the only show we have. We have Joe and Joe Show, which is basically like Saturday Night Live show. We have
Here on air.
Dare on Air, which is part of the Joe and Joe Show.
Yeah.
We have Beer Peer,
Yeah.
which is basically, as we said, our guest comes over, he talks about himself a little bit, or herself a little bit, tells us the story of their life, and we have
we
a few
also-
jokes, laughs, and
Yeah.
and then they bring the beer of their choice. It has to be craft beer or very close to craft beer, like these guys. Preferably, hopefully, local beer. But if you bring us beer from
Some
Other
place you went on
codes,
vacation
you know,
and you bring some beer
Aruba
home.
or something, it
Whatever.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it doesn't
So
matter.
yes,
Yeah.
do
And
that.
we also want people, musicians, anybody who has an instrument that they know how to play. we would appreciate
Come
them
over to our
come,
Joe and Joe show.
You know,
We have the
sit
studio,
down,
the blue room.
interview you. You can go into the blue room and
The blue room is the
display
booth
some of your talents.
with microphone, and just it goes to the grid, it goes to the net, to the network, and basically YouTube people can see it. The only problem with YouTube we have right now is copyrights. We can't really do karaoke as it turns out.
Yeah, so
we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. So let's check out. Let's raise our beers. Drink them.
Very good.
Now we're gonna get some asparagus. The asparagus should be done by now. What do you think, John?
I think so. See, I don't like my asparagus mush.
I don't
I
either.
like it crispy.
It has to be crispy.
Snap.
That's
Not
right.
Crispy, snap.
That's right.
It looks very good.
This is asparagus, folks. Nice and healthy and green. The greener the better. We're gonna use one of these guys. We're gonna get it nicely on the plate. And it doesn't have to be perfect, folks. You can throw it on the plate just like that.
Yeah.
It is going to be delicious no matter what.
I love asparagus.
And as Joe and Joe would say, it's Joelicious. Yep. So here we are.
Here we
We
are.
got the asparagus, we got the rice, and we got the sweet honey drunken piglet.
And piglet. Okay.
Check this out, folks. We are gonna try it now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the knives. There you go, sir. There you go. Now let's try it,
Here
folks.
we go.
We're gonna cut it in half. It's slightly, I can tell it's slightly overdone, but I like it that way.
Yeah, you know
And
something.
it's
I don't want it undercooked. Okay?
that's right.
So, I mean,
Oh my Joe. It is Joelicious, Joe.
delicious.
Absolutely Joelicious. Look at this, folks.
Incredible.
Nice and juicy.
Yep. And the sauce
The sauce.
is fabulous.
Try some rice. Joe, this rice is amazing. I don't know what you did to it.
I've been cooking rice for 5 years. I finally decided
You
to get
have the
myself-
experience, Joe.
I finally decided I like rice. I'm gonna start eating rice.
Joe, this is delicious.
I like potatoes, but
folks,
I mean I like to change it up.
folks, this is the food of gods right now, okay? That sweet honey drunken piglet. Makes me feel like a piglet. So I'm gonna pig out with the piglet. Delicious, juicy, sweet, honey sweet. Not that sugar sweet, honey sweet. That beer, I can somewhat taste it. That IPA, it's just perfect. Folks, stay tuned for more Joelicious Kitchen episodes. There'll be more. We'll try to do them as often as we can. There'll be more beer recipes, beer ingredient recipes. Healthy, not healthy. We'll be frying stuff. We'll be steaming stuff. We'll be doing boiling stuff. We'll be doing all kinds of stuff.
I'm hoping one of my friends catch a striped bass, because if they do, we're going to be doing beer battered striped
How about
bass.
you do it? You catch a striped bass.
I'll give it a shot. Okay?
I have my faith in you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Joe.
All right.
So, folks, don't forget, subscribe.
Yes.
Joelicious Kitchen, the Joe and Joe channel on YouTube. Like and share. Please share this recipe to your family and friends. Try it yourself and let us know how you guys did.
Yeah, we'd like some feedback, you know. We'd like to see some, you know, you make some comments.
So stay tuned. We'll be back, and then we'll be back again. We're not gonna go anywhere.
Nope.
Joe and Joel at
Joe and
Joelicious Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.